Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now listen, y'all. Today, I want to speak on a situation where another spiritual advisor by the name of Alexyss K. Tylor, who usually does readings pertaining to Nipsey Hussle, comes out and pretty much proved that spiritual advisor Guyla Haggan has been keeping it real with us the whole time. I mean, I already knew it, you know, and I mean, this is for y'all, like I said, the ones that's in disbelief, you know, because I've noticed that a lot of you love to bash Miss Guyla Haggan, right, for her readings. Some of you dislike her or try to discredit her work because y'all feel her approach is a little more different than the average spiritual advisors. Or maybe she's too raw. You know, and it's just not like the rest of the other spiritual advisors where they like, you know, they try to be some, you know, try to be so airy. Guyla Haggan just don't care. She give it into you raw. I respect it. Anybody that's strong, not with that weak mentality, we respect it. And I see a lot of y'all also talk about her, saying she's this, she's that, her breasts, all that. My thing is this, right? Y'all talk about her readings and say they're kind of off the wall or whatever the case may be, but when it comes to other spiritual advisors that's doing the same thing and been doing it longer, well, you know, as far as on YouTube, doing it longer, y'all don't say anything about them. But I'm assuming it's probably because Guyla Haggan is actually tapping into a different type of energy. She's like y'all could feel her. Now I seen some of you say things such as, oh, she cursed too much, oh, why does she have her breast out in her videos, she just chasing clout on Vaughn name, and so on and so forth. Now the problem I personally have with that is this, right? Number one, the problem a lot of us have, period, is that when something is being brought to our attention and we're not familiar with it, we often dismiss it before we even listen. Right? Because it's something that we're not comfortable with. Some of you literally watch her videos with bad intentions from the beginning. So it makes no sense in even watching, because you're not even watching to understand or really listen or comprehend the message from the beginning. You're just watching to critique in the first place. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, it's already defeating the purpose, because no matter what she says or what she tells you, you're already looking for the negative, the bad in what's going on in the video, opposed to having an open mind and just listening. That's all, listening. Now, as far as the clout part, if you was paying attention, right, she never said names in the beginning of these videos that she started creating. Part 1, part 2, she was never saying names, and at first I didn't understand it, but now seeing how a lot of y'all react, I see why she didn't do it. She's smart. Like, you gotta pay attention. She gave certain individual code names, and before y'all knew who she was talking about, a lot of y'all was actually agreeing with her. Yeah. Yeah, y'all was in the comments, whether it was Facebook or the video I put up, y'all was saying that y'all felt the same way she felt, right? Y'all was saying something wasn't right. And let me tell you, whether you believe her or not, when you watch that video with King Vaughn or whatever the case may be, something is just off, whether you want to believe it or not. Whether this person or that person has something to do with it, something is totally off. But back on subject, I've noticed that when she was using code names, a lot of y'all was agreeing with her, right? But the minute she revealed the names and decoded the names for y'all turn y'all backs on her, and then that's when all the bashing and the antagonizing started. You know, and all that told me was that y'all don't want the truth. Y'all want to pick and choose what to believe depending on who it's referring to. Because I could almost guarantee that if the names she revealed were people that you didn't care about, that none of us care about, that's not popping right now, you know, older artists or whoever, y'all wouldn't be so quick to bash. Y'all would have a different stance on things. But I'm sorry, That's not how spirituality works. That's not how the frequency, that's not how energy, that's not how none of that stuff works. Spirituality does not play favoritism, no matter who it is. Whether it's family, whether it's friend, whether it's foe. And the problem is, with a lot of people that's not tapped in, you could get a bad vibe about something. Matter of fact, for instance, you get a bad vibe about your own mother, right? And instead of tapping into why you're getting that vibe or starting to, see things for what it is, some of you would just ignore it off the fact that it's your mother. And that's how some of you end up getting played in the end. Now, I'm not saying, be against your moms or anybody related to you. I'm just saying that we get signs from little things that we choose to ignore, and then always at the end we usually pay for it. And we sit there like, yo, dang, when it's too late, yo, I should have listened when I felt this, or I should have did this. Nah, don't be a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Don't be that person. Don't be him. Y'all too vulnerable. And the devil has many tricks. He's very clever. He loves to play on your emotions. This is why he know if you're weak when it comes to women, he'll send a pretty woman your way to do his work. If you know that you love money, he'll give you money at a price for you to pay. Come on, man. Y'all gotta follow me. But anyway, the thing that get me, right, is this. You guys were the ones in the comments begging her to say who's who from the first initial videos that she created. Y'all was the ones that was sitting there telling her, oh, who's this, who's Donovan, who's why, who's it. She did that for a reason, right? I guess it was to protect her, protect her and whatever she got going on and make sure she's good. But lo and behold, she was really protecting herself from y'all. And all she was doing was trying to bring some type of clarity to that situation. And like I said, at first she was refusing to do so. And even at first I didn't get it at first. But my thing is this, if y'all say she was chasing clout, right? It was her idea initially not to say names from the beginning. Y'all wanted to know the name so bad because y'all couldn't put two and two together. The real ones that knew what was going on, we knew what she was talking about. Those names wasn't hard to decode, but the ones y'all didn't get it. And y'all wanted her to say names. And the minute she said names, things went downhill and y'all started turning y'all back. And y'all talking about she chasing clout. A lot of y'all don't even know where she originated from. She started on Facebook doing Facebook little video. Like, she started doing her thing on Facebook and gradually moved to YouTube after being told that she should put a lot of her stuff on YouTube. People were reacting to her work and saying, yo, you need to put this on YouTube. So that's when she decided to do it. Her initial thing wasn't YouTube. And she actually has a lot of clients for reading. So I'm sure it wasn't a clout move, because with or without King Von videos, she's still admired for her work. I think that clout word and just all these excuses are just nothing but y'all trying to dismiss the truth. Y'all don't want to believe certain things, but yo, listen, it's real. But anyway, back on subject, right? So, like I said earlier, a lot of you were the ones begging her to decode the names and say who's who. Now, the minute some of you found out the names, there was a few that actually agreed with her and said y'all felt the same way. But then just because she was speaking on a certain individual, I'm not going to say his name, I'm going to say Donovan. Y'all know who's who. Soon as y'all found out who that was, y'all started criticizing. And that's the problem, because whether she's cursing or showing her breasts, whatever, how about you pay attention to the message and not the messenger? How about that? Are you disciplined enough to do that? You ever heard that quote? Listen to the message and not the messenger. Some of our best messages and signs in life usually come from the people we're least expected to come from in the first place. Now, take away the names, right? And listen to what she's saying. And if you pay attention, right? When you take away the names, you just listen to what she's saying. You pay attention. Everything she said since the first video is happening literally right before our eyes. But some of y'all chose, because it's happening. You can't say whether it is or not. It's happening. But some of y'all chose to dismiss it based on who it's involving. That's what it is. Y'all like these individuals, so y'all chose to just not listen or dismiss it, say Guyla's crazy, whatever the case may be, cool. But you cannot deny the fact that the same very things that she said were going to happen are happening. And then once again, y'all worry about her breasts. Like, come on, man. And most of the ones that said anything about how she was dressed or looked was actually females. And it just sounded like more like undercover hate, man. Y'all like, how the girls say it these days? If you don't got breasts, just say that. if you don't look good, if you ain't attractive, just say that, man. Nah, but on the for real tip, man, y'all need to pay attention to the message rather than worry about everything else. That's the problem. Y'all too distracted out here, man. Y'all programmed. Her name is the Sexual Celestial. So automatically you should expect something in that realm. Maybe that's her gimmick. Maybe that's really her. You see what I'm saying? She feels comfortable delivering her messages like that. Or maybe that's just her as a person and she just happened to be giving off her messages like that. It is what it is. But like I said, listen to the message and not the messenger. At the end of the day, especially for the guys, most of y'all probably click her videos because y'all seen how she was dressed in the first place. Y'all saw that she was attractive, and you know, listen, you know how guys are, man. I was about to say something else, but you know, you got to pay attention to the message rather than the messenger. She's a total package. She's a good messenger and she has a good message, man. At the end of the day, right? In business, they call it the bait and switch technique, where a store or company, they may not have a product in stock, but they still advertise it just to get you to come in. And when you do come in, they hope they could talk you into getting something else just as good. And no matter how she got you to watch the video, you watched it. That's the point. Getting the message out there. You watched the video. Some of y'all understood and some of y'all didn't. But I say all that to say this. Her appearance have nothing to do with her message. Like, I'm convinced, like, would her message be any different if she was less attractive or wore baggy clothes, or like, you see what I'm saying? Would it be any different? Because I'm lost. She's not the first person to do what she's doing. This is why I don't understand why she's getting the amount of scrutiny that she's getting. No, I'm not taking up for sides, and it's not about that. It's about the truth. It's about seeing things for what they're worth. I'm beginning to think, man, some of you guys would just rather her look crazy and deliver a message, then y'all will feel comfortable believing her because she may be looking like she's struggling. So y'all like, oh, maybe she knows what she talk about. She look like she been through a lot. No, man. And like I say, y'all love calling Guyla crazy and clout chasing, but another spiritual advisor or just a spiritual woman, period, who's tapped in actually vouch for her, right? And we don't see that too often. It was no shade, no nothing. She actually proved Guyla to be valid in the things she said. Now, she says she spoke to King Von herself, and he said great things about Guyla. And he said things such as, quote, he loves her so much. Guyla feels like home to him. She has comfort like a mother, a teacher, or a big sister and friend. Alexyss also mentioned that Von is very territorial very territorial of Guyla as well. And if you really pay attention, that'll explain where Guyla was always saying that he just comes to her. Like, it's not like she's searching or she could control it. He's coming to her. And I'm assuming it's something about her that he actually likes. It is what it is. But she goes on to say that, and that's why a lot of y'all be like, I see in the comments, oh, if you could do King Von, do Pop Smoke, or do FBG Duck, y'all just start naming a whole bunch of deceased people. But that's not how it works. This is how I know a lot of y'all aren't tapped in. It does not work like that. You don't just go, oh, I'm gonna do this. It don't happen like that, man. And I can get into a whole nother story about that, but that'll make this video way too longer than it already is, man. But back on subject, she goes on to say that Vaughn is actually happy that Guyla don't have a husband because he loves all the attention she gives him, and he don't want to share her with anyone. Now, let me guess. Y'all gonna say that Alexyss is crazy too? Y'all gonna say that Alexyss is chasing clout? Because to my knowledge, she could not get no clout off of admitting that Guyla, another spiritual advisor, is actually being genuine with her readings. And I also want to say thanks to Alexyss, because not too many people that's in the same field as you will sit there and do something like she did, man. They'll just hope that you self-sabotage after seeing everyone sit there, try to bring you down, and they do that so they could shine. It's very rare you'll see someone spread love like that. And to be honest, like I said, Alexyss did not have to share this information if she didn't want to. But that's the difference between well-rounded adults and the difference between somebody who just want to clout chase and profit off of the lifestyle, man. Y'all got to see the difference. And I know a lot of this may sound like some wacky, crazy stuff. And if you tell this to the normal human being, he or she would think that you are crazy. But all of those who are tapped in, with their third eye open, y'all know what's up, man. And once again, this stuff isn't for everybody anyway. Let's not get it misconstrued. It's not for everybody. So it really don't matter whether you believe it or not. The ones that need to get it, gets it. If you don't, man, nobody cares, man. Like I said, it's not for everybody. Y'all busy worried about how Guyla look and talk. But to be honest, let me tell you, I'd rather hear from someone that look like me, someone that talk like me, someone I can relate to, opposed to getting it from these other cultures, these other races who speak on our culture and just profit from it. And they don't even know a thing about us. They just plain using us. And that's some of y'all, matter of fact, yeah, that's some of y'all problem right there. I said it. That's some of y'all problem right there. Y'all only think it's credible when it's coming from someone who don't look like you. Yeah, a white person could sit there and tell you the sky is purple and y'all would not question it at all. That's another story though, man. Like I said, I already been talking for too long. Let me get y'all opinion on this. How do y'all feel about Alexyss readings? How do y'all feel about her coming out and reaching out to Guyla as a woman and telling her that she's, pretty much genuine in her readings? I honestly think it was real dope of her. And we need more of this, like, amongst YouTubers. We need more of this amongst other people. Like, it don't always have to be a competition, man. We could all eat. We could all have fun. We could all do what we like to do and get notoriety for it. For y'all that don't believe, man, like I said, it's on y'all. But for the rest, y'all just let me know how y'all feel in the comments below, whether it's good or bad. Just let me know, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content, y'all. And if you're not subscribed to the Anonymous gang, you're missing out on the littest YouTube game, man. Alright, so like I said, hit me. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment box below. And it is what it is, man. As long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out. So, let me guess, right? Are y'all gonna sit here and say Alexyss is crazy too? Because Y'all can't say she's clout chasing because she can't get clout off of admitting that another spiritual advisor is genuine with her readings. And I also want to say thanks to Alexyss, because not too many people that's in the same field as you will sit there and do something like that. Like, it's very rare that someone will sit there and give you your flowers, man, and you be in the same type of field as them. It's very, very rare. Some of them will just sit there, hope that you self-sabotage yourself because they see that everybody's coming at you, and, you know, just so they could shine. And I mean, and let's be honest, Alexyss didn't even have to share this information if she didn't want to. But that's the difference between well-rounded adults, you hear what I said? Adults, and people who just want to see you win, man. Like, I'm saying having so much thoughts because, like I said, she didn't have to do this. There's people that clout chase, and that's the difference. It's a difference between people who actually want to help other people's, you know, like, just help instead of sitting there watching someone fail.